It's a pleasure to have you here today, and I want you to know that when I teach you, I give illustration with my pillows. And if you can say after me, say M is for manners.
M is for manners.
E is for etiquette.
E is for etiquette.
And for you.
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 And for me.
And for me.
Manners.
Manners.
And etiquette.
And etiquette.
Are forever.
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 And they are. They are our social skills and our life skills. And they go together. And at the bottom of my pillows, I have two hands. Can you put your hands together like this? And pull them together. Because manners and etiquette are so close together that they really almost are one. So, I want you to remember that manners are your social skills. Could you say that?
Manners are our social skills.
And etiquette is our life skills.
And etiquette is our life skills.
How many of you know the difference between manners and etiquette? Yes, Emily.
Manners is our life social skills. For example, when we're talking to someone, we have to be polite. For example, excuse me. And etiquette is our life skills. For example, you have to know all the silverware on the table.
Okay, let's talk about manners. And I always use manners first and then etiquette. So, how many of you remember to use your manners? Who could tell me something pertaining to manners? Yes. May I and can I? Yes. Say please and thank you. Yes. Excuse me. That's a very important word. So many kids don't know the meaning of it. And if you want my attention or your teacher's attention, even a friend's attention, say excuse me. And when you say the word, they might turn around and answer you. But if they're doing something, they might not be able to do it at that particular time. But remember to use the word excuse me. That was very good. Give her a hand, please. Something else about manners. When you go to see someone and you have to give them an applause, you know how long it takes for you to clap for them? How long?
5 minutes.
Not even 5 minutes, but one thing about it, for some reason or another, everybody knows when to stop. So 1, 2, 3, let's clap our hands together. 1, 2, 3, go. And if someone do something real fantastic, it's a little longer. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, go. So anyway, just remember that when you go out and you are at a performance and you hear others clapping, don't be the one that you want to be with the group, okay? Who else knows something else about manners? Yes.
That when somebody says,
I can't hear you. That's also something about manners. You have to give them your voice. They want to hear you. So you don't have to have them say, could you repeat that? You want to say it right away. Would you say it louder for me, please?
you can say just a minute.
You can say what?
Just a minute.
Just a minute? Okay, that's so good. Yes.
No means no.
All right, no means no. On our bulletin board, we have two very important words, no and stop. So we say no means no and stop means stop. If you have a classmate friend that's taking your pencil from you and you want them to know that you do not want them to take your pencil, you're going to say, no, you can't have my pencil. But we want you to say no loudly so they know and are going to respect your word. Just like when someone else is doing something to you and you say, stop, and they keep on, you must say stop because you want them to respect your words. Say words must be respected.
Words must be respected.
And when mommy and daddies and your aunts and cousins, whoever, remember to respect those words. No and stop. What about smiles? How often do you smile at someone? Yes.
I smile in the hallway when I push out if it's a kind to me.
She said that she smiles at her friends when she's walking down the hallway when there's a fire drill going on. Because at that particular time, you are not supposed to do what?
Talk.
You're not supposed to stop, but it's nice to give a smile. So therefore, you don't have to always have a conversation. So let me see you smile for me. Beautiful. Just remember to use your smile, and you don't always have to use your voice. So now, we've talked quite a bit about manners. We're going to talk now a little bit about etiquette. What do you know about etiquette? Yes.
But there's different types of things.
Different types of
Things like
silverware.
silverware is from the outside in.
From the outside and
And they have different names.
silverware has a language of its own. Say that.
Silverware has a language of its own.
And we are going to explain to you what silverware language is. And that's using the silverware. And when you begin, where do you begin with your silverware? Yes. Say it louder.
From the outside.
Everyone say it. From the outside in. You wouldn't think that would be the way, but that's the way. So, and it's from the outside in on both sides. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what's on the right side?
The fish fork and
The-
the fish fork and the spoon.
On the right and on the left is the fish fork, right? And on your right, am I saying it right? Is the soup spoon. Would you like to come up and illustrate to us and tell us? Pull out your chair. Use your what? And explain to them how you use your napkin.
If you're a lady, you will have it out like this. And if you are a gentleman, you will have it folded.
She said that if it's a young lady using her napkin, she leaves it open. If it's a young man using his napkin, hold it up in the air, he places it on his lap, folded. Did you know that before? You did know that? Very good. So now what do you begin eating first?
I begin to eat my fish.
Fish. It might be shrimp or whatever, and then
I begin to eat.
she begins to eat her fish. And what happens later?
When I am done, I will leave it inside
I will leave my silverware in my dish.
this because if I leave it on there,
If you leave it on the table,
then if I put my fork back on the table, then the tablecloth might get dirty. And when I'm done, the server will take it away.
she knows to leave her silverware in the dish that was served to her with the fish. So that's the beginning of silverware has its own language. You do not use some of your silverware over and over again. You only use it once. And what would be next?
The soup.
The soup would be next.
Sometimes soup will be served first, and in other restaurants, the salad will be served first.
Sometimes soup is served first, and sometimes in different restaurants they serve salad first. So how do you eat at home And how do you eat when you're at a restaurant?
This is the way you eat at home.
Show it to the kids in the audience. And how do you eat when you're in a restaurant?
I eat it like this when I am in a restaurant.
Nice and slow and dainty. And then what happens when you're finished with that?
I will not put it back on the tablecloth because the tablecloth might get dirty. So I'll put it back in my plate and my server will take it away.
And she says she leaves her spoon in the plate because the server will come and remove it. What would be next?
The salad.
Now she's going to use what fork?
My salad fork which is the medium salad. The medium fork that will be in the middle. I will eat my salad.
She's going to eat her salad.
I will leave it just like this because I cannot put it back on the tablecloth. And in some places you might have a salad knife, and like in France, so the salad knife would be they might give you big chunks of lettuce and it can't fit in your mouth, so you might want to cut it with your salad knife.
She's saying that sometime you would have more than one knife on the table, and possibly it would be the salad knife. Thank you very much. And then what's next? She leaves her salad fork there, and
Server will take it away.
and server will remove it. So at home, probably you only have one fork, but in this setting, there's 2 or 3 or 4. So that's why we say that silverware have a language of its own. What would be next?
Next would be dinner.
Next would be dinner. Which fork is that?
Which is the last fork on this side would be the dinner knife, the dinner fork. I will cut my chicken or steak. I will cut it, put my knife at the top of my plate.
You place your knife at the top of your plate, yes.
And put my left hand in my lap.
Left hand in your lap. Go ahead.
And when I cut it, I take 2 small dainty pieces.
She takes, or you're supposed to slice 2 small pieces of meat. You do not cut it all up. You take your time and you cut 2 small pieces of meat. Replace your knife at the top part of your plate and you begin to eat. And what's next?
If I want to wipe my mouth, I will take my napkin from the center and dab it a little. The napkin is not to wipe your nose or wipe your face. Then I will cut my chicken in 2 pieces and put my right hand in my lap. And if I want to go to the bathroom, I leave it like this, not like this, because if I do, or like this, because if I do, the server might think that I am done and take it away.
So what she said was that you have to leave your fork and knife in a pyramid state, or on your plate in a pyramid. Now she's going to go to make a telephone call. Watch her.
And when I'm getting ready to go out my chair, I will take my napkin from the center and I will put it in the middle of my chair and push in my chair.
She's going to make a phone call. And now she's returning. And watch what she's going to do.
I pull out my chair with 2 hands, grab my napkin, and sit in my seat, and push in my chair, and put my napkin back on my lap. And then I cut my food, continue to eat with my left hand in my lap. And if I want some coffee, I'll leave my knife and fork, and I'll bring my coffee next to me. My server will come and flip it away, flip it, and put my coffee or tea in it. And this is my coffee / teaspoon. I mix up my coffee or tea and I put it on the side of my plate, and then I drink it. And when I am done, the server will come and take it away.
Not now. That's after. What's next?
The thing that
What about a little bread and butter?
if I want a little bread or butter, I'll bring my plate close to me and my butter bucket. I will take small pieces of my bread, small portions, get my knife to get my butter, and spread the butter gently on my bread and eat it.
She's letting you know you take a small piece of your bread. You don't take a big piece of the bread. You pinch off a piece and you butter it, you have it, and that's the way you eat your bread and butter.
And when I'm done, the server will come and take it away. And then I continue to eat my butter.
She's doing a beautiful job. She's really making me very proud of what she's doing. She's been
when
taught well, if I must say so. And I was the one that gave her the illustration. What's next?
And when I am done, I'll put it north and south or east and west.
She says that when she's finished, she's going to put it north and south or east and west. Therefore, why did you do that?
I do it so my server will think I'm done.
That's the way the server knows that he or she is allowed to remove your plate after having dinner. Can you explain the glasses to us?
Yes.
You can, no, leave it there. Come on up. Step back.
This is my water glass, which is called a gobbler, and you hold it like this. Like this.
Put your fingers.
This is my red wine glass,
Red wine.
and I hold it like this. There's two different wines, which is white wine and red wine. The red wine is the warm wine, so he'll be in a warm cup, and you'll hold it like this. This is my white wine glass, and this is very cold. So what you want to do is hold it like this, because if you hold it like this, then the white wine will start to get hot. So you want to drink it like this.
They are not old enough to drink wine, but I gave them the illustration of the reason for so many different glasses that are put upon the table when you go to a, what kind of setting is this?
This is a setting because in France they have three different glasses, which is the water glass, the red wine glass, and the white wine glass.
Would you give her a hand, please? When it's time to go, what do you do with your napkin?
I take my napkin, push in my chair. I take my napkin from the center and put it on the left side of the table.
What side?
The left side of the table.
Congratulations. I want to thank you so much. Manners and etiquette is forever, and little kids as well as older kids can improve on their manners and etiquette and knowing how to enjoy a meal at an evening out. And the more events that we have, we do go out more often now. So again, I want to say thank you, and everyone say M is for manners.
M is for manners.
E is for etiquette.
E is for etiquette.
And for you.
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 And for me.
And for me.
Manners
Manners
and etiquette
and etiquette
are
are
forever.